never seen any other platform have, which is a Trump tracker. This might be the push-up prices full TP. I do not like this.
Oh no, we got a snapping turtle. Watch this. Yo, this thing actually moves kind of fast.
On that particular trade, we made about a little bit over $1,000. This morning, we are taking a look at a trade for gold. I'm waiting for price to come back up all the way here to 50.68 before I see a potential entry. This is essentially what we're gonna do today. Right now, I'm gonna make some breakfast because I'm starving, and we'll see what the day has for us. We got an omelet, we got some fruits, we got a little decaf coffee because I don't need it. Good to go. All right, so this is pretty much where we're looking at TradingView. This is the setup that I'm looking for. Right now, we see that on the 4-hour time frame, we see that price came down here all the way to the last low, which happened last night around 6 p.m. during Asia. I'm looking for price to come back to retest this level. So I can possibly take a setup on the way up to continue with the momentum. New York volume is gonna come in the next 7 minutes, more or less. So I want to see what's going to happen after 9 a.m. All right, if we start to see price rejecting off of here, then we can take a sell on the way down. We just have to see for a potential setup. Okay, on the 5-minute time frame, I can already see an area for potential entry if price crosses above this high. Okay, right here. All right, so I want to wait. We're going to wait it out. We're going to see if price ends up going above this. And if it does, I'm going to most likely wait for a pullback. It should look something like this. Price shooting up, retesting these last highs, and coming back down here for a potential buy. In the meantime, I'm going to be eating my breakfast. One thing that I've actually been using a lot lately has been this platform. Let me show you. So I've been using this platform called Market Edge AI, and it's pretty insane. So you can actually see every single candle. And let's say if we click here, it'll give us an analysis of that particular candle, all the data based on that candle, right? The full breakdown. And the cool part about this platform in particular, at least for me, I can just filter it out with a high impact news. Then we have something cool, which I've never seen any other platform have, which is a Trump tracker. It pretty much tracks everything Trump has touched, has said, everything he has scheduled. He has scheduled and anything of that nature. But it's actually pretty funny but at the same time super helpful for traders, you know. It says right now the trading day is slightly bullish for the pair that I trade, which is XAU USD. So since I'm a day trader, I usually stay focused on this part. All right. So if all of my confluences align with everything I need, and then with this, it gives me a better edge overall. All right. Price is still stuck in this area. 9 a.m. just opened. So we're seeing here in the 5-minute time frame, price did come down and close underneath this. However, the overall bias within the last few hours is bullish. I want to stay bullish, right? All right, so we're seeing price finally come up. Come on. If this closes above that, this is good. This is exactly what we were just talking about, creating another higher low. All right. We just got our alert. Let's see. If this closes bullish on the pullback, I will start sizing into my trade. Okay, nice. I want this to be closed up here somewhere. All right, so this is my trade setup. This is what it will look like. We're going to adjust it something like this. Let's use the bottom of the last candle down here, and then we'll stretch it out for it to be a 2-to-1. Still waiting it out. We're not in this trade just yet. All right, now that we've seen the price is leaving, this is where I want to set my alert for when price does decide to pull back. I'm ready. All right, I just got my alert. Price is pulling back. Okay, once price comes into the zone, I will start sizing into my position. Let me start getting my setup ready. 15 minutes looking like a top wick. I don't like that part, but the 30-minute looks great, and so does the 1 hour. Okay, all I want to see is price come back down into the zone right here, which we had marked up, and I will start sizing in. All right, so we're coming back down into the zone. Let's see. I'm going to start sizing in here. Once you start seeing a slight rejection, that's good enough for me. All right, so we're in for buys. Like I said, I'm going to start sizing in. Just once I see price rejecting off of here, I'm going to size in a little bit more. But I want to at least be in the trade in case it leaves without. The 30-minute time frame, it still looks pretty good. It has a long top wick and also a long bottom wick. Again, we're not risking much here. Overall, this is about total of, let's see, it's around 70 pips. All right, if I get wicked out of here, that is no problem. We are only about 25% of my total lot size. All right, this is a simple trade. Here we go. You have 930 volume coming in. Once the price gets up out of there, I'll be sizing in a little bit more. All right, I added in a little bit more of a position in there. Again, we are now about 50% into my total position. There's not much I can do right now. I'm just waiting. I already set my stop loss. I already set my take profit. If price does close above here, then we're solid. Stop losses are set, take profit set. That's pretty much it. There's literally nothing else to do. Okay, so the 5-minute close with the long top wick, I do not like this. I want to see price engulf not only this body, but I want to see price retesting this wick. If I see price coming up here 50% and start to reject, then I'll most likely start to get out of this trade. All right, in the end, profit is profit, so you want to be careful. All right, price is coming back down. Our trade is still valid. I've been looking for this pretty much the setup since last night, but I gave you guys a quick breakdown of it so you guys are also informed on like what it is that I'm looking for. All right, so let's see. This might be the push up where price hits full TP and then I can go live the rest of my day. Oh. Are we gonna get out of this trade? All right, so look, that was it on this particular trade. It came back, took me out, and we are officially done with this setup. All right, we can go look back here. Let's see, I made about $100. All right, it was a losing trade overall because it didn't hit my full TP, but it was overall just a good setup. I stuck to my rules. I'm pretty much done. I made about $100 on this particular losing trade, and now we move on. All right, I think that's pretty much it. You know what I want to do? I think I want to go play some golf. I think something about being able to understand and at least know where to cut your losses, it plays a really big role in your risk management, right? If you're someone who doesn't know how to control, like, okay, I'm pretty much done for right now, or if you're someone that likes to revenge trade, that's something that's going to affect you in the long run. Even though it's like, you know, people break their rules in many different ways and forms. Like back then, something that used to happen to me pretty often was like, I'm stop trading right now, or this is this idea and this is what I'm gonna stick to. Then comes in a crazy candle that changes and alters that game plan, and all of a sudden you don't know how you ended up with a losing day, or you don't know how you ended up with blown account. If you know, that's sometimes it has happened to me before. And it's small decisions like that where it's like, okay, this is my game plan, this is what I'm gonna stick to, and no matter what, this is what I'm gonna do, right? Once that idea plays out, whether it's good or bad, you're fine. Like you move on to the next one. For example, like right now, I'm like, okay, I don't feel like trading as much anymore. This is the idea that I've had since yesterday. Even though, like I said, it was a losing trade, but I still protected and cut my losses. This is essentially what the trade ended up being. I don't know yet. We're gonna see maybe in another hour or so whether it would have hit my TP or it would have hit my stop loss. That was it. That was my idea. That's the same thing that I stuck with, and I don't have to focus on doing anything else. Like I said, now we're gonna go play some golf. If I see another alert, if I see another potential setup, I can pretty much take it on the golf course, but golf first. So one of the things that I feel like it's helped me out, at least trading has helped me out with, is like having that freedom to pretty much do whatever you want to do. I have my own business as well, and the difference between having your business and being a trader, it's night and day. It's kind of strange that with a business, your business depends on a lot of different variables, like employees, making sure that everyone's doing what they're supposed to be doing, and having continuous business going on. With trading, it's a solo journey. You don't really depend on anybody. You just depend on your strategy. It depends on how disciplined you are and what's happening with the markets. With my business, I can do most of it from anywhere, but eventually I have to physically be at some place, either whether it's a meeting with a client or whether it's, you know, doing the actual work. But like I said, there's that having that freedom from being able to trade from anywhere, being able to trade, at least what I trade is gold, XAU USD. You can technically trade 23 hours of your day. Mind you, that's not the smartest thing to do. It's something that if you wanted to, you can, which is kind of insane. I don't know any other business or any other job that allows you to do the same. So like, again, for example, today I just want to go play golf. I took a trade not too long ago, and now I just want to enjoy my day. Oh no. We're done trading, at least for now, up until we see something better. But so far, let me show you exactly what this trade ended up being. All right, so look, trade ended up coming back down
tapping in my level of entry again, and then hitting full TP right before it started to reverse, which is, it would have hit my stop loss just about now, but it would have been a winning trade. Look, overall, I'm happy. I'm happy overall, just how it ended up playing out. I'm here now at the golf course. I didn't overtrade. I didn't risk more size on this, and I'm completely fine. There's another idea that we had earlier on, right? Which is if price ends up coming back down, crosses and closes bearish, exactly how it is right now, we can take the reversal on this. I'm gonna go hit the range, and I'm just gonna see if I do get my alert. If not, then we enjoy the rest of the day. Look at this. This place is so nice over here. You get to see everything from above. Oh, look, somebody left some balls. Set this up right here. All right, we have about 15, 20 minutes to warm up. I always like warming up first with my 60. Nice little wedge. It's very windy today. All right, that was actually a pretty good swing. All right, so as you guys can see, price ended up actually coming back down. If I would have just held my TP, it would have been a full TP. But right now, we're going to be looking for a potential sell if we get a good entry. Nope. Your trading goals don't really have to match or should be measured with like what you see on social media. You know, social media is going to show you whatever they want to show you, whatever it is that you're following. But for me, the most important part, the freedom. I can choose to build my schedule however I see fit.
Oh, big ass snapping turtle.
Where?
Right here,
Oh my God, what the fuck? Yo, look at this. We got a snapping turtle. Watch this. Jesus. Yo, this thing actually moves kind of fast. This is crazy. The most important part about being profitable is being able to manage your risk. If you manage how much you're able to lose, you're going to more than likely be profitable in the long run. If you keep a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio or more, you're able to sustain your winners because your winners are going to be much larger than your losers. Your losing days are the ones that technically make you an unprofitable trader. Either you blow an account, you end up, going through multiple trades, over trading, revenge trading, whatever it is, that is the most common thing out there, but you end up avoiding that by just sticking to one simple rule where it's like, okay, this is my stop loss for the day. This is how much I'm willing to risk for the day. All right, so we are done golfing. Came home, showered, back at the lab. Right now it is 4:30. All right, we want to wait until 6 p.m. The market ends up opening again. Officially gonna be Tuesday for Asia. We are gonna hop on to start to see if we can find a setup during Asia session. We got on this trade here. We're looking at price continue to go up and retest these last highs. I'm looking at the 1 hour time frame. I like this. I like this setup here. The main reason is because we've been consolidating here towards the downside on a 1 hour time frame. Came down to that level that I had marked up earlier when I was at the golf course. And I want to see price continue these highs to go and retest this. If price ends up coming up here, we're golden. But this needs to close bullish. All right, so we have the 1 hour closing. Let's see, this is the 30-minute time frame. All right, I want to see if price ends up bouncing from this area right here. Let's see if price wants to take this out. All right, let me know what you want. Look. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. Oh. All right, we're coming up. All right, here we go. Here we go. And I'm out. All right. So that's pretty much it. On that particular trade, we made about a little bit over $1,000. So that's pretty much it. You just saw the last trade that I just took during Asia session. Today we traded 2 sessions. We did New York and Asia. Went golfing in between. I gave you guys a full breakdown of the trade that we took in the morning and the previous trade that we just took during Asia session. So today was a pretty simple, chill day. This is essentially like what I tend to do most of my days. This is one of the things that trading has done for me. It's been able to give me this freedom overall, and I'm super grateful for it because, you know, there's nothing like it. That being said, if this is something that you're interested in doing, let me know down below in the comment section. And if you're really, really serious about taking it to the next step, click the link down below and we'll show you guys pretty much how to do this, even though you don't know anything. And last but not least, don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like this video or found it helpful, and don't forget to subscribe.